So you go first, Del. You're the star. Who are you?
Who am I? Are we recording? Hi, I'm Stephen Oliver, and I'm writer, performer, sexy person of Bigger and Blacker.
Hi, I'm Michael Griffiths, and I'm the musical director for Bigger and Blacker.
You're not the sexy music.
Not the sexy one. That's you, Del.
Why not? We can both be sexy.
No.
I don't mind sharing.
No, you're enough. I don't need to be sexy. No one's looking at me.
When you're original, you're simply fabulous. So when you're aboriginal, you're simply nothing less. Bigger and Blacker.
Well, where did it start,
Where
love?
did
It
it
started
start?
in 1997 in Perth, beginning of semester one, where you were already at Perth studying.
I was already there, yeah.
You were a seasoned student at Whopper, and I was fresh from Adelaide, and we would have met at O Week.
Yes, we did.
And that's why all the folks can tell I'm one hell of a Aboriginal.
I remember in Brisbane with Are You Okay? Are You a Gay? I remember it was like the first time we bloody played it together. I was like, oh, Dole, you need to have a tap break, and then we need to do a key change. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. He's the one who made me chuck all the extra stuff. He's like, oh, if you can do it, chuck it in.
Well, I just remember you tapping at Perth, and I was like, oh, Dole, you have to do a tap dancing show. And you're like, no, I'm not. I'm like, no, you're doing a tap
I haven't
break,
tapped for
and then we have a
years.
key change, because that's showbiz, and that's...
Well, the key, exactly. I love the key change.
And it's all,
yeah.
I mean, credit where,
Yeah.
it was a good song
But
before,
that was-
Dole.
yeah.
But with a tap break and a key change,
But you
it's
did that
next
with a
level.
couple of songs, like you did. I loved
It's
how
next
you
level.
rearranged the You Make Me Feel.
So I gotta tell you what it is I feel. Share with you emotions I can't seem to conceal. You probably know already, because I'm such a fool, that I cannot fake it and play it cool when I'm with you.
We met when we were kids, and we talk about that being intense, that little period, and it gives you, like if I'd met you now and seen you on television, I would not be comfortable being bossy with you, or like, I mean, not, you know what I mean, like, because I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't want to. Whereas
I think it's
guess
being
because
open with each other.
totally.
Also, yeah. Then going, hey, I think,
I mean, but I think that's the beauty of a working relationship, when you can just say nah.
Yeah.
Without fear of egos and you know, like.
Well, because inevitably it is about the work though too. You know what I mean? Like.
But
that's-
we can both just say no, and I think that's the trick. Because
exactly.
saying yes is easy.
Yeah.
Yes, Dole, you're
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Yes, I love it. Yes, this is great. Yes. That's everyone can say yes, but saying no,
yeah.
that's not. That's a no.
Yeah. But I think, we're on the wavelength too with a lot of things, which is helpful.
Negativity trying to put a spell on me never seems to just let me be. People wanna yell, write FML over really petty shit. As far as I can tell, it got me wondering why it seems to be spreading everywhere like a really bad disease, making people fight, argue day and night. Yet it's obvious that what they're doing isn't right. I look to the sky and I choose to fly, leave it all behind, 'cause I gotta give myself peace of mind. Someone told a lie, someone said goodbye, someone went and made the other person cry. Now they're feeling hurt, they don't know the worth, so the negativity spreads across the earth, planting seeds of doubt, making people shout. Got me truly wondering what it's all about. Why can't we just be one big family, live a life of love, enjoy it, spend it happy? I look to the sky and I choose to fly. I leave it all behind, 'cause I gotta give myself peace of mind. They say we're alcoholics, they say we're criminals, they say we're good for nothing, lazy aboriginals. They say we're primitive, they say our mom is slower. Tell jokes that women are ugly shit, but fucks like Trevor Noah. They always saying shit, those assholes got so much to say. The cold and heartless say to come and take our kids away. They want our families broken, can't have the blacks outspoken. They only want us when they want someone to play the token. But I won't give my silence, trying to ease the mental violence, cause perverted lies are all that's built from fools who think they're righteous. Telling lies to try to disguise us lying evil ways, manipulating while they're hating on us every single day. Just got to show that they don't want us all the shit they say. They would have rather killed us all and went on with the day. Cause cowards fear that we're still here, that's why they try attack. Lies will not disguise the fact that they gave rise to angry blacks. I look to the sky and I choose to fly. I leave it all behind, cause I gotta give myself peace of mind. Up to the sky and I choose to fly. I leave it all behind, cause I gotta give myself peace of mind.
What people love is how just absolutely like vulnerable and no bullshit, and you're just so present, and that's what people respond to. I mean, I'm just, listening critically, and I want every note to be perfect.
But I think you sell yourself short, though, because a lot of people comment on our connection that we have on stage and the way we interact with each other as well. Like, that's been something that a lot of people have commented on. So I think you sell yourself short.
Oh, we both
I
do,
think it would be. You sell yourself short too. Yeah, well, I think so. But I think it would be a very different show if I had someone else playing the piano.
Oh, that would be terrible.
That'd be an awful show.
It'd be rubbish. It wouldn't be a hit, doll.
No, it'd be me singing a cappella. Black cappella.
Look, it'd be fabulous. It'd be different.
It'd be a different, exactly. It would be a different show.
Hey there, brother, what do you say? Wanna play? See, I got something in mind, give me a sign, cause my brother, you're too fine.
Even though we both met at music theatre, but I think even at studying music theatre, pop was always the sensibility that I was, that was my sensibility, was pop.
Yeah.
So to join you in your pop, that's, when you reached out, I was like, oh yeah, this would be great. And I would love to do this because I love pop. But like where music theatre and pop intersect is kind of my sweet spot, and that's your sweet spot. So to join you in a sweet spot for both of us, it's a real delight. And I also feel, and because I've been doing cabaret for 10 years now, but to come with my 10 years of cabaret performance and then join you in a music theatre pop sweet spot, it's a lovely intersection.
You just even adding the harmonies, and I think that especially when you make me feel and just like smoke,
it's heaven.
With those harmonies and stuff and that on there, that just brings a whole.
I love a harmony.
Yeah, so do I. Especially when they're a good one. So they sound good.
So fabulous in life as well, and that's why all the folks can tell I'm one hell of a sexy fella, awesome singing storyteller, not as awesome as Helen Keller. Wish that I owned a wine cellar. One day I'll travel interstellar. Racist call me a cave dweller. I'm gonna put it all in my bestseller because I am a fab original.
Fab original?
Fab original, because we tried that in the first, when. I think I had the first verse done.
Yeah. It wasn't. It was more of an idea, I think. And I remember in early, meetings, us kind of having a bash and not finding it.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of let it go. I just remember. I certainly didn't unlock it with what I was doing. But then to revisit it for Brisbane, and I think then the show existed, the SBS show, and you had that recording from that.
Yeah.
But also just to have time, I kind of solved for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, exactly when it came to the Brisbane, you came up with that pretty quick.
I did, and I even remember that wonderful. I remember that just kind of coming, it's like, oh, I know, we need to do this.
Exactly.
And it needs to get it's like those things, but I don't, you know, it's not even about me taking credit for that. It's just like we're in the room together and we're being creative.
Exactly, we're hearing.
And we both kind of, it's almost sometimes like we've had that sort of spark at the same time and sort of know exactly what the other one, we sort of hear the same thing. It's like you talk about in the show, hearing sound before it is, and I feel like there's been times when we've been in the same room and kind of heard the thing together.
Exactly. We're hearing it in the space wherever that is.
And leading it to whatever destination it takes us.
Exactly.
I'm sitting here thinking, trying to turn my thoughts to words, but everything I think of sounds ridiculously absurd. You see, I never could find words to show my love for you, and so I get frustrated every time I try to. There are no words to say just how much you do make me proud. I couldn't express it even if I tried to scream it loud. How do you show a bond that's simply inexplicable, that I think you're beautiful, wonderful, delightful, powerful? See if my walls should fall and break apart, I think of you and then I find my heart, 'cause you're this force of love instilled in me. You're why I find the strength to be. There are no words that I could ever say to show each of you you're my night and day, 'cause you're forever and a day my world. You're powerful. You make me see the world differently. You changed it all. You're powerful. I'm not the same. See, everything has changed. My miracles were so powerful. You're so powerful. I just cannot describe how much you make me feel alive. You've given me a purpose, a destination, a drive to be a better man than I ever thought that I could be. See, that's the power in you. You like the power in me. And so I stand before you simply as a man who'd like to make a promise to be the best I can. But I will falter at times and have days when I'm not strong. But know the love that beats inside this heart will never be gone. So in the times when we are far apart, just close your eyes and listen to your heart, and you will hear my baby strong with you. And then you'll come to see it's true. There were no songs that I could ever sing to show each other you're my everything, 'cause you're forever and a day my world. You're powerful. You make me see the world differently. You changed it all. You're powerful. I'm not the same. See, everything has changed. My miracles, you're so powerful. You changed my life and given me a cause. My life is so much richer than before. No one could ever take away from you the power that lies inside of you. You're unlike anything my heart has felt. My love for you, I know I'll never doubt. The one thing that I know on earth is true, there's so much power inside of you. Now, as much as I love Michael's voice, and he sounds real deadly singing up there, it's just not quite powerful enough, bless him. So I would like for you mob to help two brothers out and start singing along with the powerful. Is that Harry's doing that? Powerful. Powerful. Yeah, you better open your mouth, yeah. Powerful. You better be the loudest now. Powerful. The louder you get, the bigger our body roll. Powerful. Powerful. Oh, that's it. Keep it going, keep it going. Powerful. Keep it going. Powerful. Keep it going. Powerful. You changed my life and given me a cause. Powerful. My life is so much richer than before. Powerful. No one could ever take away from you the power that lies inside of you. Powerful. You're unlike anything my heart has felt. Powerful. My love for you, I know I'll never doubt. Powerful. The one thing that I know on earth is true, there's so much power inside of you. You make me see the world differently. You changed it all. You're powerful. I'm not the same. See, everything has changed. My miracles. You're so powerful. You're powerful. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're delightful. You're sometimes terrible, but you're the greatest gift of all, and I'm your sexy uncle.
Yeah, the show is never exactly the same, and nor should it be. If it was, that would be a crime. That would
Yeah.
not be cabaret. That would be MT.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't do MT anymore.
No,
babe.
we've
We're
elevated.